Hi, hey, welcome. Just making some coffee. If this will be a 20 minutes record session where I practice my voice. So we follow a book called "There's Money Where Your Voice Is." So this will be my journey documented, and we will see how much money we can make within a month. A month. And with that, I hope to showcase my range, my skill set, and even improvement. Because if you're being honest, I'm not the best voice actor right now. So yeah, that's where we're gonna start. Around 2 minutes, won't record for too long. Yeah, and then we sync that up with the video, and you're welcome to watch with me. So there's gonna be half reading with no, I don't know exactly half, but we're gonna read the book, practice some in the I'm using Audacity to record, so we're gonna record some voice. And from that, you are welcome to read along. Uh, we will see if this will be edited or not. Probably, but just take the exercises and apply them on yourself. And together we might land our first gig. If you want to see my computer screen, let me know and I have to fix that somehow. But for now, start. Oh, start. There we go. Right. So just I use like this rule of spread your fingers, use approximately the distance to your mouth to mic. I don't know if you see it on camera, but I'm having a backup mic for my mic, and the camera's the audio reference. If you want to learn how to sync up different mics, watch my don't use camera mic. Do this instead video. Leave a comment or like, and I will make a tutorial. It's not that hard. You just go into DaVinci Resolve, uh, select both clips, right click, and you find Auto Align Clips and choose Waveform. That's the short version. If you want me to show you, let me know. Right, so there's money where your voice is. I was looking around and this was the best resource for uh, voiceover. At least that's what I gathered. If you know better ones, do tell. Who's the author? Can I see? Oh, right. Elaine Clark. Apparently she's famous in the space. Let's bring up the so I can get some reading lights. There we go. So I already covered 48 pages. So if you want to start where I am and have the book, jump to the section of lists. It's a heading and it's under chapter 3, copy basics. Heading lists. Mm, mm, mm. Will I get in trouble for this? Well, I hope not. So, right. I'm just gonna take some exercises, read out loud some parts. I don't know how to do this right now. I probably read it. If it's not good, then yeah, I will deal with that later. Mhm. Scripts often contain lists. They may include single words, a series of phrases, or several sentences. All these lists, no matter how long or how short, need variety. each item on the list should sound different from the preceding item. Musically, you need to stair-step each list item up, down, or zigzag the notes in a musical scale as tension is built up and released. There are 4 musical choices: stair-step up, stair-step down, start low, go high, and split the difference with the middle note. So the example they use is CDE, EDC, CED, ECD. By delivering each part of the list on a different note, the reader can move more quickly through the information because the pause is no longer needed, and the listener can retain the information more easily. Listing 3 things is the most common list format, as it follows the rule of 3. In the following examples, decide which melodic stair-stepping method is best. When asked to deliver an ABC read, 3 variations of the same copy, you can use 3 of the 4 musical choices to vary each read: stair step up, stair down, or zigzag. So that would be EDC, CED, ECD, CDE, EDC, CED, ECD. Yeah, so they all have different sounds. Basically, you can permutate 6 different options. Also, before reading, always drink water plenty. Now I have coffee, but I got my water down. What comes in chocolate chip, macadamia nut, and oatmeal? Mr. Garland's cookies. So this is a reading prompt. Mr. Garland's cookies, of course, they're baked fresh every day. Answer CDE. By stepping each ingredient up the musical scale, it poses the questions. The client's name should drop in pitch to separate it from the last item in the list. Of course should be thrown away, read more quickly, and end on a lower note than Mr. Garland's cookies, in order to establish authority and insight into the company. The third sentence starts low, rises to its highest point at fresh, and drops back down the musical scale on the final 2 words to give a definitive ending. EDC, stair-stepping EDC, CED, CDE, CED, ECD. Can I hear the different sound? Wait, let me see if I can recall. CED, DCE, CDE, CED. Alright. So they're saying EDC, EDC is stair-stepping the list down. Creates a different attitudinal dynamic as the delivery shifts to a more teasing, knowledgeable, authoritarian style. Mr. Garland's cookies rises in pitch and of course goes even higher as it's thrown away. The final line descends down the musical scale. Zigzagging the list so that oatmeal ends on the middle note means that all other information needs to jump up and down the scale as well. If Mr. Garland's cookies arrows up, then of course should do the opposite and arrow down. They are baked fresh requires a knowing attitude to sustain the single note delivery before the musical switch on every day. To end the commercial down, the opposite musical variation occurs when the sentence following the list arrows down rather than up. This creates a more relaxed, matter-of-fact delivery. So when doing reads and reading script for the first time, thing I need to practice is breathing. So apparently you're supposed to be able to hold and read 30 seconds without taking like a breath, so you can have the constant sound all the time. So practice your breathing, otherwise mid sentence you gasp for air, and that's a no-go. All right. We're like halfway. I think I also got a bit runny nose, eh? All right. All right, all right. Sometimes the product benefits determine the best way to read the list. Decide whether this list should be read up, down, or zigzagged. For a deep, rich golden tan by Miami Tan. Mayumi. I went Japanese for a second. For a deep, rich golden tan by Miami Tan. Answer. If you answered up, that would imply that the tan would leave your skin. Zigzagging the list is an adequate choice and can work when read with the right attitude. Stair-stepping the list down is the best choice, because it implies that the tan is going into the skin. One word that should be read quicker or swallowed, so the listener hardly hears it is by. By emphasizing that someone has to spend money, it gives the listener a chance to focus on the reality of spending money to get the tan. Often, the lists come in a series of sentences or questions. Because the length of the sentences zigzagging the list is the best choice. Decide which note, high or low, to start. Also, what word or words per sentence should be emphasized. As your muscles sagging? Does your body look like a cartoon of cottage cheese? Does putting on a bathing suit make you burst into tears? Maybe it's time to shape up at Buffalo Health Club. At Buffalo Health Club. Maybe it's time to shape up at Buffalo Health Club. There's a lot of nuggets here, and in previous sections, they also were working through how to read a script through different moods and emotions. Like, if you smile, if you're happy, if you're angry, if you're frustrated, if you are hopelessly frustrated with something, and how you can convey those emotions and really nail down how it's being perceived. It also seems that the battery is running out. Uh, these batteries kind of suck, but they're good for charging the other one in between. Mm. Oops, sorry. That's a warm up for activating your face muscles. Wow. They are included in the book, so grab your copy, read the warm up chapter, and you're good to go. In short, I would say, yes, move your body, move your face, dance to the song and sing along. Yeah. Like any activation. Of course, it's more targeted, but you can get a lot with what you got. All right, answer. Starting the commercial. I'm trying to read, drink, and talk at the same time. Just put the coffee down. Put the coffee down. There you are. Answer. Starting the commercial on a higher note makes it more difficult to create empathy. By beginning on a lower note, the listener can hear and relate to the pain points more easily. Then shift to the hero client suggestion at the end can be more up. Then the shift to the hero client suggestion at the end can be more upbeat. In deciding which words to emphasize, say them aloud to see if they tell a story. If you said sagging cottage cheese tears, you realize it's a pretty ridiculous story. Selecting muscles, body, bathing suit to emphasize creates a more visceral response. Note also that maybe it's time to shape up should be a suggestion and not a demand. Maybe it's time to shape up. It should sound as if the weight falls off and the toning begins by simply walking info Buffalo Health Club begins by simply walking into I think it should say. There's been a few places I want to change a word, but maybe walking info is the right one. How you say the client's name tells a listener a lot about the types of people who work there. Since the ad is targeted to out of shape people, a warm and sympathetic tone would be more desirable. At times, the rules of three will be bent when four or more items are listed. Stair-stepping more than three items up the musical scales result in a strained high ending pitch when the last item is reached. Conversely, stair-stepping all the items downward bottoms out the voice at the end. The style is either to zigzag the whole list, C, E, D, F, stair-step the first three items up and drop the last item down, C, D, E, D, C, E, D, F, C, D, E, D, or stair-step the first three items down and lift the pitch up on the final item, E, D, C, D, E, D, C, D. Decide which way you'd like to read the spot and why that's the best choice. Should you emphasize the verbs or objects? Right, so by reading this, since they're not ABC, they're not in order. Like C, D, E are musical notes, but for some reason, when you talk and make noises, C, E, stairs at the first root down. So like E is the highest, D comes, and then C. So yeah, I don't know. E D C D, E D C D, E D C D. And maybe they are in order. So maybe that was a zigzag. C D E D, C D C D E D, E D C D, E D C D, C C D E D, C D E, C D E D. Yeah, I have to make sense of this. Okay, another prompt. Yeah, this one became a bit long. Camera seems to hold up. It's only 3 more minutes. I think it's gonna burn out. The battery is gonna burn out. All right, all right. Back to the reading. Tony's tune-up will rotate your tires, tune up your engine, change your oil, and smog check your vehicle. So my understanding of the reading prompt, I heard so many commercials. I'm kind of just applying what I think will fit the read. I don't have the CEDE on this, so like Tony's tune-up will rotate your tires, tune up your engine, change your oil, and smog check your vehicle. And smog check your vehicle. So here would I, once again, the tires, engine, oil, vehicle convey less of a message than active choices of rotate, tune up, change, and smog check. So if I were to apply on the words rotate, tune up, change, and smog check, it would sound something like Tony's tune-up will rotate your tires, tune up your engine, change your oil, and smog check your vehicle. So if we apply the CDED, Tony's tune-up will rotate your tires, tune up your engine, change your oil, and smog check your vehicle. Yeah, I cannot drop, like, keep the same, drop a bit, and move up again. I see what they mean now. A bit, slightly more. When going to a car mechanic, customers know that tires rotate, not engines. Therefore, there is no need to draw focus to the objects. When read, the verbs should have movement and action. When should you emphasize the conjunctive word and when should you not? The simple rule is that and is not an important word unless the final list item is the most important, and it's a very long sentence, common in corporate narrations. And it alerts the listener that the sentence is finally over. Thank you, camera, for holding on. I might change this format and I will like reread, take out some examples, and we practice them. Or you can be with me in my learning exploration, and that might inspire you yourself. How do you practice? How do you practice voice? How do you practice your voice? Uh, I so also find more resonance in your voice and use energy to sound more. And you can also sound more authentic, whichever suits your need more. Alright, I don't know. It's kind of fun to play around with the voice. So, kind of liked the one that inspired me the most. It's the guy who voices. I found out about him through the dub of the Solo Leveling. I haven't watched the dub, but he has this. He's supposed to say "arise," but the meme is he says "erect." And then you also have a scene where he's yelling into the mic, and this is the scene which inspires me. Time's up. Ooh, ooh. Okay, we're gonna round down. So the scene that inspires is like he's just yelling into the mic and capturing, and like he's putting his body into it. So don't be embarrassed. You just learn the craft and master as much as you can, and find resonance and whatever you need to find that voice. Try really to dig deep into your body, and you will get there. Okay, until next time. Until next time, ciao. All right, we're also gonna stop the recording here and